It's the Dolphins and the Steelers on Sunday night.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball in the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here.
Tua now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Pickett now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Pickett. Trying to improvise. Here, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on third and 13.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Dolphins. Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have moved out in front.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They just got to find a way to get it done.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen. Harris.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll look to set up his blockers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers for Zeke from last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. On 2nd and 9, Tua, and the grab by Croft. To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To a hit, and the ball is out. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 27. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Down to about the 22 here. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. Wide open receiver complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Tua going to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua dancing to his left, and he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took on 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They hand this off to Harris. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room.
From the gun on third down, Pickett.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And they will take over first and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on and they're ready for this next series.
That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover him?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm saying as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Down to about the 45.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
The penalty is declined.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. This is Harris. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. To throw again on second down. Tua, throw left side, taken in by Hill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Elliott.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to pick.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua.
Caught by Wilson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
On second down, Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Now Elliott.
They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive of 4 plays.
And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with a touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On second down, this is Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
A run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
On second down and 4, Tua, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Out to the right here to Wilson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. While I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
10th carry now for Elliott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Pickett.
He finds his man Johnson.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A give to Harris. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here's Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
I was going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looking to pass. Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A beautiful fake. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pickett now on 1st down.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Now Pickett. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
Looking sideline, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body.
And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Roughing the passer, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now third and goal. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 31-15 was your final. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Rashad Bateman, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. And then lastly, Monday Night Football. It's a classic Super Bowl rematch from 36 years ago. The Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. Pushes him over. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. they'll just send more and more players towards him.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and maybe an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 41-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They start on the ground with Elliott, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Tua. Caught by Wilson. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the ball. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. I got to think, at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that
because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They faked the handoff. Now Tua. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett trying to lay one up deep, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
His throw incomplete.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again with Pickett.
Man open is Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to it. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Pickett.
And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 45. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
He finds Wilson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Miami. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And it'll be intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 20-yard line.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Now Pickett.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pickett right back to the air again.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Harris running straight ahead. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers triumph, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd down and 12. A 20th carry here for Elliott. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now it's Peterson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Inside give to Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Draw play. Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
So they just need 1 yard here.